Hey guys, Kane here, and in this video, we're gonna check up on something that I kind of figured is probably the most broken hero in the entire game, or at least seems to be at the very moment. So it's none other than Sophia, and you can actually get this hero for free through the storyline. And essentially, most heroes that you do get from storyline, not all of them are actually that strong. So, for example, I would say Sophia is pretty strong. Lavia is probably one of the more insane healers, and Panthera, you can use her for utility in terms of her summoning. She can actually also be sort of broken. And the others like Lena, Sylphir, Alus, Mikhail, stuff like that, all of those last few that I mentioned are pretty much garbage. Now, why would I think that Sophia is friggin' broken? So currently, my Sophia has about 240 physical attack. She's pretty friggin' tanky as well as has decent ranged evasion. Now, paired with a few of my other chargers, she also has more ranged evasion from passive ability of another charger and some equipment that I managed to get on her would give her some ranged evasion for 15 seconds with a cooldown of 30. But that is not mainly what we're going to talk about here. So the main thing is her abilities. So her ultimate skill says it charges in a straight line, deals a 500% physical damage to all enemies within the charge, stuns them for 3 seconds, and increases physical defense by 100% for 5 seconds. I have friggin' 263 physical defense. So this skill is already quite overpowered, having like over 500 defense on like 33% of the battle. I mean, come on, man. And you can actually increase it by just upgrading like your equipment further. Now, that's also not the thing that would make this particular hero overpowered. What makes her overpowered is her passive ability called Lance Charge. Now, what it says is it increases the spear cavalry's movement speed when they travel a certain distance. The spear cavalry charge at the enemy to deal over 1000 physical damage and knocks them back. So over 1000 is already over 2400 damage in an AoE wherever she lunges. Now, that again is not something that breaks her, considering the fact that quite a lot of other few heroes sort of has a similar passive skill, right? The second passive of Sophia is what literally makes her friggin' overpowered. What it says is it resets the charge's cooldown and restores your HP by 22% when you kill an enemy. Cooldown of 5 seconds. Basically, you can charge into the enemy with your ultimate, or if you don't kill stuff with your ultimate, then she immediately charges with Lance Charge. And if she happens to kill something with even the Lance Charge, then she resets it with this second passive, and then she Lance Charges again. Now, I've tried clearing quite a lot of the storyline and stuff like that, and going through the front line usually was never the option if you can go around it and attack the enemy backline. So basically, if I make her able to reach the backline, she charges, kills things, this resets, then she charges and kills things again. Basically, she's able to wipe like 20 to 30% or even more of the backline just by herself in the first few seconds of the battle. Given the fact that you are able to push enough of the enemy front line towards the back line so she can actually get inside of there. And she can actually become pretty friggin' decent in PvP as well. Since quite a lot of people are either using 1-star heroes or they're using army, even like 2 and 4-star of the armies have or rather don't have even 3000 health. So something like her, which deals like friggin' insane amounts of damage, kind of can make her friggin' broken and overpowered, and you don't really even need to use a full charger formation. However, if you don't have a full charger formation, then perhaps she would have a lot less chances to get into the back line. Now, she also has an awaken, and her awaken, I don't think it's kind of that broken, I suppose. She adds a little bit more damage, knocking enemy back, reduces their accuracy, and also reduces some portion of the cooldown of the skill. However, she also gains more stats after you awaken her. And I do believe when you awaken her, they become level 1, but just with higher stats. Now, I'm not entirely sure how you can easily get these materials, since I didn't really manage to clear to Castle 55 at the very moment. So currently I am stuck on stage 53 on the normal one, so I am very close in unlocking the temple and actually starting to awaken the few of my units. But my god, like this friggin' hero sometimes is doing over 100,000 damage, sometimes like 200,000 damage just by herself. Like friggin', she basically solo clears most of the stages for me, almost solo clears like the PvP as well, considering like she's doing 50,000 damage on a regular basis, and sometimes she just pops off completely. So if you have her, do not be afraid of using her. However, you do have to upgrade those skills to actually make them matter. So for instance, the lance charge is probably the priority to upgrade. You increase about 240% of this ability damage. So 240% is already like adding over 500 damage from my physical attack I have on her. So keep in mind, she only scales a lot harder the further you go into the game. And again, she can literally just tear apart entire backlines. And considering the fact that I have a lot of defenses on her, a lot of ranged evasion in terms of the weapon, as well as the other units, like, they cannot kill this hero that easily. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Just wanted to talk about and showcase what this friggin' hero is able to do. Now, it is pretty hard to actually remake some of the fights that I had gone through in covering like these few stages. I was stuck on the Abra Fortress, or a stage before that, and I cleared quite a few stages whenever I tried to either flank the enemy or just try to get this particular hero into the backline of the enemy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe out there.